So let's take a look at falling off the wagon, why we fall off the wagon, and more importantly, how we can really support ourselves to stay on track when we really want to create something new, when we want to create a new habit, when we want to get a new belief really ingrained in us. So it's our default setting. So there are many reasons why we fall off the wagon and many ways to do it. So often it's the case that you start something, it's going really, really well. You're feeling the benefit of it. And yet somehow you ping back to the same old, same old. It may be something comes along and knocks your confidence, and that can become a real pattern. It may be that you simply forget to start doing a practice that was really holding you well and benefiting you. It may be that life just gets too busy. So, what was a real priority and you could easily hold as a priority, suddenly it gets hard to fit in. And what I want to say is all of these things are ways of our natural survival system raising up whenever there's anything new and saying, look, we don't know about this. We don't know this happiness thing that you're going for, this newfound confidence of speaking out when you feel that you have something to say, or that new diet, the new regime, whatever it is, if it's new, you are always going to have that part of you that after a while will raise up and go, wait a minute, we're going into territory we don't know. Let's go back to what we know. And that's a really good thing to know and to be aware of. The other thing is take it that it will come from you. So either it's that belief that creeps up that you're still holding, or even if it looks like it's nothing to do with you on the outside, well, I just got things, life got busy. I lost my job just as I was getting into the swing of things. Or, Aunt Rosemary decides to come and stay with you unexpectedly. Whatever it is that looks like it's not you, the more you can clock it and go, okay, where are my priorities here? Because we all have our priorities. And it's getting to the habit of saying, okay, no matter what, this is the most important thing for me right now. I'm popping that back up the list when it drops down. The best way to stay on top of this is to have regular reflection. And it's one of our principles in our coaching that this has to be in place. When you reflect regularly, it helps you to get to the truth of things. You build on that self-esteem so you know you're going to show up for yourself. And even if that's just showing up for yourself to go, okay, I've recognized that I've got really busy. I've recognized that that's dropped down the list. This is where I want to go. You're reminding yourself of what you've chosen, of where you've decided to go. And in that reflection time, you can also put things in place. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to make space for that. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier. Tomorrow I'm just going to have that pause before I retreat, before that confidence goes. I'll just go quiet. I'll just step back. It can be really simple things that you already have in your pocket ready to use. It could be a phrase if you're wanting to shift out of that habit of saying yes, of getting overwhelmed, then just having that phrase of, I'll get back to you on that one, just give me a minute, giving yourself that space. But your reflection time, whatever it is you've decided, or whatever track you want to stay on, if you reflect every day, you're going to have more good days. And even if that good day means that you spent a bit of time saying, okay, I could have been more skilled there. I did step back then. I did eat that thing that I promised myself that I wouldn't eat. And there's something about that, just being honest with yourself, that helps to build your self-esteem. And it is important to keep promises to yourself. Because every time you break a promise, you're leaving yourself with that feeling of, am I going to show up? Am I going to be able to do this? Am I really there to support myself? So the more you promise yourself, I will reflect. And that is something that you can keep. Whether you do that as a journal, and I do recommend that you do that, have some way of being able to look back so you can actually see how far you've come, or you can map out those things that knock you off the wagon. Because for sure we'll all fall off, but we'll all have different ways of doing that, ways that life creeps up on us, and there will be a pattern there. And once you start to recognize that, it's a great way to bring in then a pattern interrupter. So the reflection is like step one. You can do it with a voice note. If those things are really not for you, you can just have that time where you just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, wander over the day. How could I have been more skilled today? How can I support myself better? And those are really simple questions to start with. And let life unfold gently. Let your awareness just broaden. And what you'll find is that habit will creep in the day where you will notice. Because the thing about falling off track is it's usually because we've gone onto autopilot, and so we're no longer in that new creation. We've gone back to what we know, and it's usually after the event that we realize we've done it again. And then it's usually a feeling, oh, I've failed, or I'll start again tomorrow. Once you've stepped onto it, stay on that track. Just keep reflecting, keep noticing what's happened. And that is one of the principles that will really hold you steady. It's great to do this alone. It really does help. But there's nothing like doing it within a community or having somebody that you work with alongside. So you have a chance to have that coaching session where you can say what's working for you, what you've decided to do. Some form of accountability, and you can be accountable to yourself as long as you keep that reflection going. But having an accountability to another really strengthens that. But both work. If you'd like to know more about these principles and how you can really bring them into your everyday life, then check out the links below if you're watching this on YouTube, and the link is in the bio if you're watching this on Instagram. But check out our free training that really goes into our core principles. If you've enjoyed this, then please share. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a like, make a comment, let us know how you get on, and enjoy the training. My name's Lianne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, and I'm co-creator of a Handpicked Life. And Handpicked Life is a framework for you to really build on whatever you choose to create in your life. Thanks for joining me.